What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verda here, and thank you so much for stopping by. Now, Perlabit just released this very cool questionnaire, whatever it is. I really wanted to fill it with you guys, not just because, you know, I'm an old school player and stuff like that. It's more like really reminisce upon the story of Black Desert. Ooh, I need to put some grease on that thing. Let's really see what this questionnaire here is all about. Now, the first one is, what years did you start playing a BDO? And that's in 2017, so I just marked that straight. Now, in reality, I did purchase the game in 2016 at the end, just that I never touched it. I purchased it on a 90% discount, I think, from the website at the time. So I think it cost like, I don't know, at the time I think it was 20 bucks the game. I'm not really sure, so I bought it for like, I guess $2 or something like this. So I didn't really care that much about the price at the time. I just bought it just so I had it. And yeah, here we are about almost 8 years later, really. So the next one is, which monster zone has been the most iconic for you? Well, to be fair with you, the most iconic overall, it has to be Salson Garrison, so I'll just type that in. Salson Garrison was just the spot in early BDO, man. Salson Garrison was the barracks. It was a stomping ground. It was literally the trenches of Black Desert Online. If you survived Salsons, you could survive anywhere. It was PvP 24/7. It was broken. It was so poorly done. It was like 5 people were farming together in groups just for the sakes of them being able to farm. It was insane. At that time, Salson Garrison was absolutely the bomb digging it. I have kind of one of my most fond memories in Salson Garrison, just because I played with my friends and it was fun, engaging content. It's where I joined my first guild. It's where I warred with my first guild. It was really, really cool. Overall, I really missed Salson Garrison, and I've had a kind of like a hot take on this channel that I've been requesting Dekia Salson Garrison, so hey, maybe we could have that in the future. But next one is, which town do you think you're most visited? Velia for sure. Velia is just a hot spot. There's like no questions asked. Velia is the first town where the players go, the newcomers. Velia is the town where kind of things are the best situated overall. And yeah, Velia is just the place to be, really. In your opinion, what was the best quality of life update that has been made for Black Desert? Now, oof, that's a good one, because recently we've had the best quality updates, but I hesitate to say pets, because pets at start they were really just pay to win exclusively, and now they start giving them out, and now everybody has tier 4 pets, etc. You don't really pay for pets anymore, or you could just buy them off the marketplace. You get the idea. The orders fill up quite fast. But in reality, I truly believe that it has to be probably the Magnus. I think the Magnus is a very fair answer to this, because the Magnus did so good for Black Desert. It just, the teleports, what they've done, especially recently with the no loading screen. So I'm just gonna say Abyss won the Magnus loading screen. Like seriously, that just insane. Abyss won the Magnus loading screen is absolutely insane. So, which class has the most playtime in your family? That would be my Mystic indeed. So, currently, not sure if you guys can see this, but I have, do they ask in hours? Most playtime? Yeah, let's do hours. So, I have 14,941 hours. So, it's 14,900 and how much? 41 hours, or we have 622 days. 622 days. Next question is, excluding the Borak accessory, which item did you struggle with enhancing most? To be fair, the item that I struggled most with, it's probably my pen Debo, but as they say, exclude. So I'm gonna say, and this is a weird one, just the item that I struggled most with. 44th attempt try Labresca. This was the item which I struggled most in Black Desert Online. 44 attempts for a trial Labresca on a, I don't know, it was like a 11% stack or something like this, 11 or 12% stack. It was insane. It was one of the most silly things I had to go through. It was a trial Labresca helmet, 44 attempts. Hey, the chest went on the second one, so I guess we have that. Which server cluster excluding server number? Oh, excluding server number. Well, I'm always on Serendia. I've always been on Serendia. I've been for about 1 year on Camasylvia, but then I'm just Serendia guy. Which world boss have you visited most? That's easy. That's probably Xarka. Everybody was doing Xarka. Xarka was the most important boss. You shouldn't have missed Xarka ever, really. And since, you know, Garmoth came later on, and just by how few garments are in between for the longest period of time. Yeah. What was the first pen equipment you have obtained? Oh, that's Zark Gauntlet on my Mystic. In the original 2016 video, I never had a pen, not a single one. I had a Tet Lancia, which was as good as I could possibly get. At that time, I was a Valkyrie, so yeah. Zark Gauntlet. Excluding infinite potions, which treasure item did you spend the most time grinding for? Still grinding for Elton Piece. I think approximately 400 hours in, something like that. I think we passed 400 recently, very recently, but I'm a little bit vague. I have to check the numbers. But yeah, which food item do you think you've cooked the most? I don't do cooking, so I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've never done. Cooking is something. I don't do life skills. Apologies. Which town did you keep your silver in before shared storage was added? If you began playing the universe, yes, I did keep my silver in Heidel. Heidel was pretty much where you want it to be in general, because kind of at the time it was a little bit weird with the contribution, not the contribution points, but with the storage situation, and you essentially could only do so much in Velia, and Heidel would be closer to all of the places that you would usually grind. So people would kind of store unnecessary stuff in Velia, and then they would move in Heidel in general. So even though you spend most of your time in Velia, it was a very weird situation. It's what people did back in the day. All right, and which NPC do you think you've talked the most? Oh, that's a... Oof. What was the NPC? Which NPC do you think you've talked the most? I mean, the church guys for sure, because you get a buff every single day. So, I mean, is that a viable? I don't know. Which NPC did I talk most? For the crit buff in Heidel. Okay, well, let's do it like crit buff in Heidel. That's pretty much it. Crit buff in Heidel. Oh, but I've been PvPing up until recently. I not that I quit. It's just that PvP for me is very, very far behind. Ever since I started doing YouTube stuff, but before that I was PvPing like a fiend, and every day, multiple times a day, at least I think. Crit buff NPC in Heidel. Sorry, I just always forget her name, my bad. And we're just gonna send this through, and you know, I'm curious, what did you guys answer? This is a little bit of a community video, I guess. Thank you so much for stopping by for this one, guys. I love you to death, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy yourselves.